This is TradingView. It's a software that's used by almost every trader in the world. If you're completely new in trading, you might find this video helpful, because today I'm going to show you how to turn this into something like this. Also, I'll show you how it works and how to use some tools to do basic analysis. Hi, my name is Matthew and this is Focus Charts. So what exactly is TradingView? Like I said in the beginning, if you're completely new in trading, you probably don't know what TradingView is. It's a software that allows traders and investors to watch price of some assets and do analysis. And based on this analysis, they place orders into market and basically trading. It's a necessary thing if you want to trade. Of course, there are many other options than TradingView, but it's the most used one and I personally use it, but if you find something that suits you more, you can use that. The main benefit of TradingView is that you can use it for free. Of course, there are some limitations, but if you're at the beginning of your trading career, it will be enough and you can upgrade to paid version later. Okay, I think it's enough talking and let's get straight to it. Okay, this is the first thing you'll see if you open TradingView. As you can see, there's this Get Started for Free button, and yes, you should definitely start here. If you click it, you can see paid plans that they are offering. As you can see, you can pay monthly or annually. Here you can read what benefits each plan have, but that is not the point of this video, so we will move on. As a beginners, we will start with the free option. We will create an account. That is important because if you don't have an account, you can still use it, but your analysis will not be saved, and if you reopen chart, it will be blank, so we definitely don't want this. Also, with account, you can do analysis from multiple devices and it will be still there. For example, I do some analysis on my desktop PC at home and then I open this chart from anywhere on my laptop and it will be still there. Okay, now we have an account, and if we click on this search bar, you can see that some assets have popped up. Right now, we don't really care what these are. I'll be covering assets in my next video. So right now, we open, for example, this one, which is gold. On a first look, you can think that there's a lot going on, but don't be afraid, after this video, you'll understand everything. Let's divide this view into several sections. This left bar, this right bar, this up bar, and the chart itself. First, take a look on the left bar, because there are tools that you will be using to do technical analysis. Take a look on this tool, it's called Trendline. If you click it, you can see it's highlighted, and if you click another time in the chart area, like this, you can see this dot will appear. That's the starting point of your trend line. And if you move your mouse around like this line will follow it. If you click again, you'll place it. This is it. You can also move it, make it longer or make it shorter, whatever you want. And one important thing, if you place it like this, then hold shift, it will allow you to draw it like straight line only in 0, 45, 90 and so on, like this. Trend line is used to draw trends, market structure or highlight important points like liquidity. We will be covering this in another video. If you click this little arrow, you can see this list will expand and you'll see a bunch of other tools. If you click on this star, you'll add the tool into your favorite list like this, and this new bar will appear here. And thanks to that, you can have your most used tools in one place and you can access them quickly. Like if I do this, and let's say I want to do some analysis and I want to use trend line, I just click here, place trend line, and I can do this with other tools that are there. Another important thing is this horizontal ray. It will simply draw this infinitely long ray from the point you'll place it. I use it to mark out important points like support and resistance in high time frame. I'll be also covering this in another video. Also useful thing, if you want to place it on some point like I did, you can hold Ctrl on Windows, Command on Mac, and it will activate this magnet tool. and this automatically attaches to high, low, or candle close or open. Again, we will get to this in another videos. The next set of tools is this. It's called Fibonacci. I will make special video about it. From this list, you'll probably use just Fibonacci retracement. I personally use only this, but of course, feel free to use anything you want, just learn it properly. If you place it, this thing will appear. It's used for measuring moves of the market, and based on it, you can trade. Now another important tools, long and short. These tools are used for defining your trade setup, your entry, your take profit, and your stop loss. It shows you how far is your stop loss from entry. This is really important for calculating position size. Now risk to reward ratio. This simply means how many times you multiply the risk. For example, if you're risking 1% of your account, you can make this number times 1% from the trade. In this situation, it would be 1%. Another tool that comes in handy is rectangle. You can find it right here. Surprisingly, it will draw rectangle like this. And this is used for mark important zones like supply and demand zones, fair value gaps, simply support and resistance. Don't be scared if you've never heard terms like this, we will be covering them in upcoming videos. As you may notice, every time I have drawn something here, this new bar popped up. You can use it for customization, like thickness of the lines, color, text, visibility, and you can also save it as your template. So let me just change some settings here, like this. We can, for example, type something like this, and if we want to save it, we can save it like. And if we want to quickly load this template, we can click on this icon and just click it. These were the most used tools in technical analysis. You can go on chart, try it, and of course you can explore more tools that I didn't show you in this video. But now we move on to the right bar. Here you can see watch list, alerts, and object tree. These are the most important from this section. So watch list. From its name, it's a list of assets that you have some interest in. As you can see, there are already some assets, but of course you want to have here only those you want to trade. So you can clear this watch list like this. Then you can add assets what you want. If you want to trade different type of assets like CFDs, futures, crypto, stocks, you can create sections based of the types of your assets and you can put them there. Thanks to this, you can quickly change charts based on your needs and stay organized. Okay, object tree. Here you can see and manage every object you have drawn on a chart. As you can see, I've drawn some lines here and they appeared in this object tree like this. You can also make a folder. For example, if I mark out market structure, you can create folder named market structure and put all the lines that mark it here. Thanks to this, I can make it visible or invisible on a chart, or I can delete all the lines by one click if I want to. Object tree is there for organizing your objects on the chart. Alert. If I add an alert, which is done by clicking here and add alert, this alert will appear in this list. You can see all alerts across all assets where you add some alert. Alerts are used to notify you that the price has reached a key level that you wanted to monitor. That's basically all you need. Now it's time to pay attention to this up bar. Your profile icon. If you click it, here are just some basic settings. You can turn on or off dark mode. Here you can find keyboard shortcuts. There are a lot of them, but I've already showed you the important one. but again it's worth it to check it out. Now this is a search bar, where you can find assets if you type their ticker symbol and open its chart. Now here you can change time frame of your chart. And what is time frame? It's the time period that each candle represents. For example, right now we're on daily time frame, which is represented by this letter D, and it means that one candle represents one day. If we lower our time frame to 1 hour, it means that one candle represents 1 hour. The lower the time frame is, the more detailed overview I have of price movement. But we will get to this in another upcoming videos. As you can see this star icon, you can put your most used timeframes into favorites and it will create this bar where you can easily change timeframes. This icon here represents the type of chart you are currently using. Right now it's candlestick, but if I click on it, you can see that there are a lot more options. I don't really use any of these, sometimes the line chart for better understanding of a market structure. Indicators. You can add an indicator to your chart if you use one in your strategy. There are a lot of them, and to be honest, I am not a big fan of them. The only thing I use is volume, and sometimes I look for VWAP, but it's not the main pillar of my strategy. Now let's move on. With this little thing you can create an indicator template. That means if you have like 4 indicators in your chart and you are using them in your strategy, you can create indicator template and just load it if you close the indicators like this. Okay, with alert, you can create alert similar way like I showed you before, but you must type everything manually. This replay button is for going back in the chart and then you can backtest your strategy, but it's only available if you have paid version of TradingView, and I would personally recommend different software to backtesting than TradingView. With this thing, you can split your screen and have multiple charts in one window. I don't use it either, but the option is here, and also you can use it only in paid version of TradingView. Now there are these buttons for full screen and for screenshots. Now there's this settings button, and that is where you can customize your chart. Because like I showed you in the beginning of this video, my color settings are slightly different than these default colors. Now I'll show you how to customize charts to your preferences. Here you can see these body, borders and wick color settings, so you can change the color of the candles here. These options on the left side are for bullish candles, and these on the right side are for the bearish candles. Here in Canvas, you can get rid of the grid in the background, you can customize the background solid or gradient. Here you can customize style of a crosshair, you can apply watermark in the background, but for me it's a destructive element so I don't use it. Alright, now you have this beautifully looking chart. It's more important than you may think, because this view, these candles and these colors are going to be a big part of your life now. You'll be looking at this every single day, so it is important, at least for me, to make it as nice and comfortable as possible. Okay guys, now you know the basics of using TradingView, how to customize it and how to use some tools to do analysis. I hope you find this video helpful. If there's some topic that I didn't cover, feel free to ask in the comment section. Leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're interested in trading and want to learn the right way. See you next time and stay focused on charts.